All right, thank you so much for joining today. My name is Meg Tracy, and I am a Customer Success Manager at Lynda.com. And I'm going to be going through the Lynda.com site today with you to show you how to navigate our site and how to find relevant content, and then to give you a few tips on how to use the features to really make the most out of your experience on our site. And I understand that all of you who are calling in today are employees at the library, and so you'll all be working with patrons to help answer their questions about Lynda.com. And so my goal for today is to help you get familiar with the site and feel confident answering those questions. So what is Lynda.com? We are an online resource, and we offer online training courses in a wide variety of topic areas. They include software skills, creative skills, and business skills. And those are just sort of the broad categories. But as I go into the site today and show you how to navigate it, I'll show you some of the more specific categories that we offer and how you can find them. We have over 5,000 courses in our library, and we're constantly adding new ones. So I'd say we add about 25 to 30 new courses every week. And all of our courses are filmed in our Carpinteria production studios in California. So it's a little beach town in Southern California, and all of our content is shot there. And so we have a full content team that produces these courses, and they work with top experts in the various fields that we cover. So we seek out people who are experts in their fields, and we work with them on creating really high-quality content. And so the result is that we have really engaging courses that cover a wide variety of topics. And our main goal at Lynda.com is to help people achieve their personal and professional goals. You have access to all the content in our library through your access to Lynda.com. And so you have the ability to search through everything we have to offer and find what you're looking for. Another great thing about Lynda.com is that we try to appeal to all different types of learning styles. And so not only do we have, visual content, but we also have, closed captioning that you can follow along with. We have transcripts for all of our courses so that you can read along as the course goes on. And then we also have some tools like note-taking and downloadable exercise files that allow you to get your, to really practice what you're learning as you go. So we try to appeal to people who are not only visual learners, but also auditory and kinesthetic learners as well. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into the account demo now. So just bear with me while I get that loaded up here, just a moment. All right, so this is my personal Lynda.com account. It's going to look just the same as the one that each of you has, as a library employee, and then it's also the same as each of your library patrons' accounts. The home page here has some different features on it that I'm going to walk you through right now. You have this continue watching feature, which allows you to pick up where you left off in your learning. So this feature is great if you want to be able to, stop a course at any point, walk away from your computer, and then come back 2 hours later or 2 days later and just be able to resume that course right where you left off. Another section we have is this popular learning path section. So learning paths are created by our content team here at Lynda.com, and they're curated by the team to guide you toward a specific job role or a specific set of skills. This is a really helpful tool for people who come into Lynda.com with maybe an unclear idea of exactly what they're looking for. It's a really great guide. You can look through our different learning path titles and find something that is relevant to you as a learner. These are just some of the popular ones, but you can go and view all of those learning paths here. And then below that, you have the ability to view all of the new courses in our library, so what's been added in the last few days. You can see popular courses among all Lynda.com learners. You can see courses that are recommended for you based on your past viewing and also based on the interest that you set on our site. and then you can see courses that are popular at your organization, or in your case, at your library. So just to jump back here to this recommended section, if you want Lynda.com to recommend courses to you based on your specific interests, you can actually navigate up to your main menu here. And if you scroll down to the recommended section, that's where you can set those interests. So you can see all the suggestions that Lynda.com has made for me as a learner, and this is where I would update my interests. So if I want to be able to see, to say, okay, these are the specific areas that I'm interested in, I can update that here and hit continue, and it kind of walks me through a variety of questions that that lead me to, to really curating the content that gets recommended to me. So now that we've walked through most of the features of the home page, I want to walk you through our library, how you can navigate it and find the content that's right for you. So one way to do that is just to hover over this library icon up at the top, and you'll notice that our library is broken down into these different segments. So some of these segments are business related, some are design, some are education, and within each of those broad segments, you have subtopics related to that segment as well as software related to that. You'll also notice that we have a variety of learning paths, in this case related to the business segment. And I could see all of those business learning paths by clicking here, just like I could see all of the subtopics or software. You can click into one of these specific areas, and within that area, it'll break down, a list of results that are related to communication. And you can also filter your results over here on the left by software or author or skill level. So I could look at just beginner level communication courses. If I see a course that looks interesting to me, I'm going to go ahead and click into this Happiness Tips course. I can click on it to watch that course. And that brings me to the course page. And so some of you may get questions from patrons about, different features on the course page. So I'm going to run through the main highlights right now, and hopefully that will give you the information you need to answer most of the patrons' questions that come up. So first of all, you have this video viewing window that you can click on to actually watch the course. And then over here on the left, you have your table of contents. So if I scroll through the table of contents, you can see it's organized similarly to a book, for instance, where you have chapters, and then within each of those chapters, you have kind of subheaders. And the reason that we break our courses up this way is because we really believe in having bite-sized content, or content that is easy to watch in short amounts of time. Because we recognize that a lot of people have really busy schedules and don't necessarily have an hour to sit down and watch, a professional development course or something for their own personal development. But they may have 10 minutes. And so if they have 10 minutes, they could come in here and they could watch 2 short videos that are directly related to what they're trying to learn in that moment and really get something valuable out of it. And by breaking our courses down into these smaller pieces, you can easily scroll through, look at the video titles, and determine which ones are the right for you to watch in that moment. You can also bookmark a video to watch later. So if you click on this little bookmark, it'll save it to your bookmarks, which can be accessed from your main menu here. And by clicking on that bookmark, later it'll just take you back to that video, and you can watch it whenever it's more convenient for you. Some of the other features on this page are the course overview, which just gives you kind of a quick rundown of what the course is about, and then it also gives you a little bio of the author so you can learn what their credentials are and what their background is. You have the transcript, which walks you through the word-for-word text of the course if you want to follow along with that. We also offer closed captioning on all of our courses. So in addition to following along on the transcript, you can turn on the closed captioning and subtitles and follow along that way as well. You can view a course offline. So if you look at this option here, it allows you to download the course. This works if you have one of our mobile apps or desktop app. You can download those apps for free. So if you look on our website, there's a page that explains our different apps and where you can download them. And I highly recommend it to any of you who are on the call as well as any of your library patrons because it just makes it super easy for you to watch Lynda.com content from anywhere. And then finally, you have exercise files. Most of the courses in our library offer these exercise files. They're just downloadable materials that you can use to kind of follow along with the author as they go through the course. Sometimes there's practice problems or practice exercises that you can do to help kind of let the information sink in better. Or sometimes, depending on the type of course, it may just be sort of a thought exercise that helps you think about the information in a new way or apply it to your own life. If any of your patrons have feedback about any of our courses, they're welcome to share it here on the course page. We have a course feedback button, and that'll take them to a page where they can enter their feedback, and it'll go to our content team so they can really help improve our courses going forward. And then up at the top of the course page, you have this option where you can add it to a playlist. And a playlist is just a collection of courses that you've put together for really any reason you want. You could put together a list of courses that are just all courses that you want to watch at some point in the future. Or sometimes you might put a playlist together because the courses are related in some way. Maybe they're all courses that relate to learning about Microsoft Office, or maybe they're all courses that relate to video editing. Whatever it is, you can come in here and you can put those courses in a playlist. All of the playlists that you've ever created are going to pop up here on this list, but you can also choose the option to create a new playlist. I'll call this one Happiness. And it gives you the option to add the full course or just the video that you're currently watching. So I'll go ahead and add the full course and hit create. If you or a patron want to share a course with a friend or colleague, you can. They also have to have Lynda.com in order to be able to view the course. But you can go ahead and share that with them by clicking on the share button. It'll allow you to copy a link to either the course or the video, and then you can just paste that to them in an email or however you'd like. Are there any questions about anything I've gone over so far? All right, fantastic. So I'll go ahead and move on then. One last feature that I do want to point out on this course page is this notebook feature. I really like this feature because it allows you to take notes as you go through the course. And many of you, if you're like me, might really enjoy having this feature available because you can jot down anything that comes to mind. And once you save that note, it's going to bookmark it or timestamp it to that spot in the video or course. So when you click on that note to review it, it'll take you right back to the spot as a quick reminder of why you wrote that down. All right, so we've gone over the course page, and we've also gone over how to look for content by searching the library segments here and topics. But if you have a more specific idea of what you're looking for, you can always just search a keyword in our search box up at the top. For instance, I could type in, publishing. And it's going to bring up a lot of results because publishing is a pretty broad topic. But you can see that it does bring up a lot of, everything related to that. And I can filter that further on the left-hand side. I could look at just courses related to publishing. I could look at beginner level. And maybe I want to look at something specific like business publishing or, publishing related to web design or video. You can really get more specific with the filters. And then finally, once you finish watching a course, you are issued a certificate of completion. And you can view all the certificates that you've earned by going into your menu and clicking on that certificates button. And from this page, you can actually pull a certificate and either download it and print it, or you can share it on your LinkedIn profile. So for those of you who have LinkedIn, or for those patrons who have LinkedIn and who want to share what they're learning on their profile, this makes it really easy for you to do that. So you can say, hey everyone, look, I just learned this new skill and I'm just going to quickly add it to my profile. And it'll walk you through the steps to doing that. So I highly recommend sharing that feature with your patrons as something that helps them track their training and have a record of it. All right, are there any questions? Okay, so I'm going to just go back to my presentation quickly because I want to give you some information for contacting us. One moment here. All right, so this is our contact information, and if you have questions or your patrons have questions, they can always contact our customer service team. They're available 7 days a week, and this is their phone number here. And then we also have a customer service email address that you can reach out to down here at the bottom. And then I also just want to demonstrate that or show you that there's a contact us page as well on our website that anyone can access. So if you scroll down to the bottom of the page, you can go to this contact us, and that's a good place to go if you have questions about the site or if you're trying to get a hold of the customer service team as well. All right, well, thank you so much for your time today. I'm going to go ahead and finish up here, but I appreciate you all watching this, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you.